What did I teach you?
You are the Duke of New York. You're A number one.
I can't hear you.
You are the Duke of New York. You're A number one.
Give me the diagram.
I am the Duke of Tears, and I've been here for years. From the dawn of time into the times we in. It's time I make it known that once again it's on. That the age of Aquarius has now been born. It's on. And I've been here for years. From the dawn of time into the times we in. It's time I make it known that once again it's on. That the age of Aquarius has now been born.
I am Aseer the Duke of Tears. I'm here with my brother.
Peace, peace.
Peace. We out here in beautiful MIAO, or what they call the Isle of Flowers, what layman people call Florida. And we're gonna get into a little history today about an organization that happens to be taking the country by storm. People they call the Tea Party, you know, and what that's really about, who's really involved with that, and why we should give a damn. I mean, we shouldn't. Those of us that's really conscious, it doesn't really matter who's in charge, who's doing what. We're gonna come up regardless. However, for those of us that still are into history and into being accurate about why we don't participate in certain things, certain material concepts like voting, things like that that really have nothing to do with the republic of the country, how it was founded, we could kind of build on that real quick. What I like to do is always start with us and then show how it fell into them. And now that it's into them, how it's going to come back to us. The root chakra of this whole thing that you would call the Tea Party people is based on what happened in what they call the Boston Tea Party that took place as a precursor to the American Revolution. But what we call the American Revolution was really a three-pronged thing. It was the establishment of a federal jurisdiction as a tax shelter to protect us from the debt that our denizen light-skinned cousins brought over here from the place they call Albion, which now we call Europe, as well as to protect their Caucasian slaves. So when those Caucasian slaves were brought over here, they were brought over here and put under the so-called slavery system, or what they call the serfdom system, that was already pervasive throughout the world, because this so-called time was taking place during a war that they call, in Masonry, they call the war between the ancients and the moderns. So the ancients was those of us from the old Moorish dominion and paradigm, and then the moderns represented those Masonic or black Masonic Moors who were considering themselves Masons and were using Caucasoid Caucasoid serfs as slaves, and put them under the ritual of Freemasonry to civilize them. Young people that's out here eating all these babies and doing all this other type of shit, they are still following the tenets of their culture. You know what I'm saying? Wrong or right, them niggas still know who the original man and who the original woman is. They act like they don't know and feign dumb around y'all niggas, but they really know, and they worship that, and they worship us in secret. Our problem is we don't think that we're worth a damn, so we don't investigate this stuff. Prior to 1899, the term free white person to this day do not mean white people, Caucasian people. It meant black people. So when we're talking about that colleges like Morehouse, Spelman, whatever, was set up by these Caucasian slave masters to give their mulatto children, that don't make sense. Because if that's the case, how come they ain't doing that now? How come Brad Pitt ain't coming around our way right now doing what he doing? He doing that to certain areas that have already been washed out, where there's really no black people at. Of course they'll go to Darfur. Of course they'll go to Louisiana. Of course they'll go to the Gulf Coast and all of that. Because all the original black people that was there is gone. So they can go there and rebuild and get the type of black folk that they want in there. You see? But the brothers that was getting shot at, trying to escape Katrina at Algiers Point by them white folk, where they at? All them black people that was shot trying to get away by the police, by that bridge down there in Louisiana, where they at? Hippies to yuppies to yippies. and trying to convert the knowledge to their own way. It ain't gonna work. It never does. So with that, we want to big up to all of those Moors, all of those ancestors, all to the Creator, to everybody that's come to destroy all of this bullshit without doing nothing. And you're gonna keep hitting them hard, man. Started going after David Koresh with the Waco shit. That's why they started going hard on all of them niggas. That's why they went hard against the Alex Jones, FBI. David Icke, MI6. Jordan Maxwell, Pentagon, Department of Defense, Satanic Ritual. Al Bielek, Air Force. Peter Moon, who knows? All of them Nazis. So it is what it is. So perpetually now, it created a vacuum, power vacuum in the whole white America thing, in which white America realized now it's pretty much over for them. There's not really much more they can do about their situation. So all we need to do, again, if we're going to be Moors and be part of a political party, you cannot create or join one that's not based on your nationality. From what I heard, there is something out there now called the Moorish American Party. They call it MAP, and they're trying to turn it into a political party. I hope that works. You know what I mean? If it's real, we'll hear about it. If not, we'll hear about that too.
Yeah.
But in terms of the whole tea bag, in terms of the Tea Party thing, it's a phase. And it's just another version of the KFC stuff that been going on. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really nothing for you to be worried about. These people are going to go to war with themselves before they can go to open war with us. And all of that stuff about the New World Order and all of that, these people are going to destroy it before it starts. It's going to be them. It ain't going to be us. It ain't going to be nobody else but us in the end. So again, man, with dealing with what's happening, try not to be in no place you don't need to be. Now that you know the full story of the whole, how it started and the germinated aspects of it, do your own research. Holla back at your boy at houseofl@hotmail.com. Let me know if you find out any more stuff about it. I'll always keep you abreast. We're going to get this tape out as soon as possible. Big up to my brother and his queen for coming down.
Peace.
Big up to my everybody else that's doing the real work. They're gonna bury the dead. We ain't really gonna have to do nothing. So long as we don't get caught up, so long as you don't get caught up in what Glenn Beck and these niggas is doing. Glenn Beck, again, he's another one that's down with them. He's watching our tapes and trying to convert the knowledge to their own way. It ain't gonna work. It never does. So with that, we want to big up to all of those Moors, all of those ancestors, all to the Creator, to everybody that's come to destroy all of this bullshit without doing nothing. And you're going to keep hitting them hard, man. For those Caucasian people that may watch my stuff, I don't want you to feel like I hate you as a Caucasian person. I don't hate Caucasian people. I don't hate black people. Me personally, I don't even think crackers is the problem. Actually, I think my own people is the problem more than crackers now. Because to keep it real, crackers ain't bootlegging my DVDs. It's black people. It's black people. You know what I mean? With their websites doing all of that to me right now. So it ain't even them. Y'all gonna deal with your own shit. And again, the truth is what's light and what's right is what's right. And I'll tell you this, and I say this, and I will always say it. I would rather be around when the shit goes down and they start moving into the hood for this urban street-to-street battle. You're gonna be real surprised how many of these same crackers is going to be the ones picking up guns to help you fight these crackers, and how many black men and women are going to be there trying to fight you and hold you down against you. So be careful, be aware, trust yourself, trust God, trust those you love. I am Aseer the Duke of Tears.
Peace.
I say peace. Hope you enjoyed it. Hotep, Abadagani, love.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Mama, Dede. Peace.
And the Duke of Tears ruled the lands of Evermore in splendor and peace, and awaited the firebird Phoenix, who arose from the east, and both worked in unison to forever slay the beast.